Lights, camera, action. Welcome to the Digital Marketing Time Machine, folks. I'm Vlad, your guide through the wild and wacky world of digital marketing in 2025. This is not just a boring lecture, and you don't need to learn Hindi to understand what I'm going to tell you about today. Today we'll talk about digital marketing trends in 2025. Be sure to watch this video till the end, it will be very interesting, and let's go. Imagine walking into a store and the salesperson knows everything about your preferences. Sounds like a science fiction, but in 2025 it's just the reality of digital marketing. Yes, currently AI is heavily used in all of the major advertising platforms like Google Ads, Amazon DSP, Display and Video 360, The Trade Desk, and others. But what AI does in these platforms? AI uses signals of your behavior like your search queries, your interests, your location, use your login data and other patterns of your behavior in order to predict your interests and purchase behavior. Also, AI can choose the most relevant creative for you based on your interests and your behavior. And for sure, the main purpose of these AI tools is to increase sales, show relevant message that resonates with audience, thus increasing sales. But what will change in 2025? And the main thing that is going to change is precision of those AI tools, so they could predict your purchase intent instead of making decisions based on for example, your current search queries. Like if you are searching for shoes for basketball, it will show you shoes for basketball. But in 2025 and further, they will evolve and will be able to predict your future interests as well as tailor creative in accordance with your interests. For example, that will take branding campaigns to the next level because precision of these campaigns will allow you to work with audience which is not interested in your product or brand, but probably based on these signals will be interested in the future. But with hyper precision, there are some ethical issues that can arise connected with that. And first and the most obvious is they can be so precise that it could be just simply scary. Remember the times when marketers relied on intuition and basic statistics to make a decision? That era is coming to an end. As a marketing practitioner who is working both on performance and branding campaigns for my clients, I see one of the main pain points in the industry right now, which is attribution and analytics. Currently, marketers, like the vast majority of marketers, they tend to attribute conversion or purchase to the last channel in the conversion path using tools like Google Analytics, Campaign Manager, or platform data, and they make strategic decisions based on that, which is not really accurate. The problem is, even if the particular channel was the last in the conversion path, it doesn't mean that this channel brought a conversion. It just simply means that this interaction was last in the conversion path. And that's why more and more people in our industry talk about incrementality and media mix modeling. And this is where I think AI can really help us. Because right now, the largest brand in the industry, like Nike, they failed with their direct response campaign. For those who haven't heard about that, Nike invested heavily in their direct response campaign, or like campaign where you can measure impact of your ads, let's call it like this. But the bottom line is that their overall sales declined, and this happened due to the fact that they didn't invest enough in branding campaigns, because what really drives new customers and what really drives sales is prospecting and branding efforts. And all of the incrementality testings and studies says exactly the same thing. The vast majority of advertisers overinvested in bottom of the funnel campaigns and underinvested in their prospecting and branding efforts. This approach could probably kill your brand in a long run. In the short and midterm, it will lead to probably negative trend in your sales. And this is, I think, one of the area where companies could use AI for incrementality testing and for building marketing mix models that could help them to identify areas that should be heavily invested and identify areas where budget should be cut. And speaking overall about this area, I think the role of humans will change in the future because there will be tools like automated MMM models that will use some platform data or data inputs provided by marketers to make an informed decisions on budget and budget allocation. Speaking of the metrics, there are metrics that will probably emerge thanks to AI development, and I think they are all about prediction, like predictive KPIs by product or by offering, and even a predictive KPI by audience, because all audiences perform differently, so AI could help here as well. The world is changing and consumers are becoming more conscious. They are looking for more than just a product. What if I tell you that future of your brand depends on how much you care about the planet? And yes, this is one of the trends of 2025, which is sustainability. If you're a brand marketer or if you're an agency marketer and your brand is not committed to sustainable practices, that is what you should do in 2025. This means reducing carbon footprint, using eco-friendly materials, and supporting ethical sourcing. And the most famous brands like Apple already joined and trying to reduce carbon footprint. And my main recommendation here is to be vulnerable and authentic in messaging for your audience about your sustainability practice. Social networks are constantly evolving, but what will happen in 2025 will probably shock even the most experienced marketers. Are you ready for the boundaries between real and virtual world to start blurring? In 2025 we will talk more about AR and VR in the context of social media marketing. Social platforms like Facebook and TikTok will try to become an e-commerce platform because this is one of the easiest and the most obvious ways to generate more revenue for them and become a one-stop shop for everything. And one of the main problems is that you can't really try this product, and this is where VR and AR could step in order to create more personalized, immersive, and interactive experience. For example, brands could create interactive demos, interactive tutorials, or immersive brand storytelling experience. Also, VR and AR could be used for more personalized experience. This can lead to more relevant ads and products in your product feed and more engaging interactions, and ultimately to happy clients. In 2025, we will see more and more solutions that aim to make our shopping experience easy. As for the other trends in social media, so we can't not speak about AI and AI generated ads and content. And advertisers will use it more and more because it creates more relevant experience, more relevant ads. It uses automation, and in 2025 brands will use it more and more because it simplifies a process of creating campaigns, running campaigns, but also it increases campaigns performance and ultimately makes messaging more tailored and personalized. In a world where consumers' behavior is valued like gold, old methods of attracting consumers no longer work. But what if I tell you that there is a way not only attract but also enchant your target audience? And the first method here is gamification. Gamification is a tool that should be used for advanced and creative storytelling because people like great stories and great storytellers. You can create interactive content such as quizzes, puzzles, or simulations to engage prospect and customers. This can help to educate them about your product or your services in a creative and engaging way. But you can work not only with your customers, but you can also use gamification for your loyalty programs. You can gamify your loyalty programs by offering points, badges, or rewards for completing some actions. This can help you to keep your audience within your brand's ecosystem and buy more from you. And one of the greatest tools here is gamification via chatbots, and you can use AI chatbot that will answer all of the questions about your new product or service in Messenger. Speaking about unconventional marketing channels that could emerge in 2025, I would start from voice assistants. And this is super relevant for brand marketers. The first thing that you should try in 2025 is the thing, for example, Amazon Alexa ads. So you can incorporate your brand ads into Amazon Alexa queries. Yes, you will not able to measure it as all kind of branding initiatives, but still, this is one of the touch points of your brand with your audience audience, which ultimately could drive your brand awareness, loyalty, and help to attract more people to a brand. And the second channel that will become more effective in 2025 is messengers. Messengers like WhatsApp, WeChat, Telegram are heavily used for business communication, personal communication, but it could be used for communication with your audience as well. You can use these platforms for customer support, and as I said previously, you can create chatbots that will answer your customers' questions in real time. You can push new initiatives, new programs, new services, launch new products, and these chatbots will answer all of the questions about all of your new initiatives. This is super convenient. This will not require you to hire more customer support specialists. Instead, you will create a chatbot that will answer all of your customers' questions, and if the chatbot will not be able to answer it, yes, it could be redirected to your standard customer support. Imagine being able to communicate with your customers with their hands up busy and their eyes aren't on the screen. Sounds fantastic, but it's already a reality and it's changing the rules of the game in digital marketing. One of the most growing areas in the search right now is voice search, and this is very convenient and all of the devices can easily recognize our speech. But it will significantly impact SEO optimization and search ads as well. Advertisers will need to use long tail keywords because people are not just typing right now, they are communicating with voice assistants and they can make their speech very long, not super determined, and that's why long tail keywords will become even more important. And a similar trend, which is conversational search, we are speaking more and more with different assistants like Alexa and etc. It means that we need to be optimizing towards conversations and set up a theme or topic of the conversation, but not even show our ads, but play our ads during conversations. And these open up really huge opportunities for advertisers. And the first area is direct response marketing, where people could ask about like, what car should I buy, or something like that, or what smartphone should I buy, and you can use product ads or your shop ads. But this is just tip of the iceberg. I think this is extremely relevant for brand advertisers, and especially conversational search will be especially relevant for brand advertisers. The era of megastars in advertising is coming to an end. They are being replaced by army of small but incredibly influential army of personalities. How will this change the landscape of influence in social media? Consumers don't trust big stars and super famous persons anymore because they all know that these guys got a ton of money to advertise and just say something about this product.
Say hello to my chocolate blend.
That's why advertisers should take their attention on micro-influencers in 2025 because yes, they are significantly smaller, but they have a very niche audience that trust these influencers and will buy everything that those influencers will tell them. But how can brands effectively collaborate with micro-influencers? The first step is niche alignment. You need to find an influencer in your niche, and influencer audience and content should align with your market. Next, authenticity. Look at influencers who are authentic and passionate about the thing that they are doing. People can easily identify that. Also, look for influencers who really love your product or brand. Next, and probably obvious, but you should check engagement and you need to double check if this audience is legit. Should check comments, likes, impressions, like views, all of these things, just in order not to buy ads for bots. And how to measure success of this campaign? Yes, you can check likes, comments, and things like that. And also you can implement good old thing like link with UTM parameter with campaign name. But what I really will recommend you to do is to check your sales before and after campaign start. You need to determine what is the baseline, and then you need to identify, is there an uptick in sales or what is the dynamic? And this will show how this campaign really affected overall sales. Also, you could check additional additional parameters like branded search. You can check some queries like influencer name and your brand name, but these are additional KPIs, and your main KPI should be sales. We used to separate in physical and digital worlds. But what if I tell you that in 2025 this line will start to blur, creating a completely new experience for customers? I think technologies like AR and VR, as well as NFC, could really enrich our experience with offline stores. And in 2024, there are a lot of grocery stores without stuff, like here in Europe, in Poland, and there will be more and more in 2025. But in 2025, I see like apparel shops also without stuff will become more and more popular. I see that this technology could be used for checking and fitting clothes in the store. Also, it could use your behavior, past purchases, and your app data to propose you new shoes, new clothes based on your previous behavior, like right in the store. Also, it will become even more popular, like companies like IKEA that will be use AR and VR to check how your furniture fits your home design. And also, that could use your app and web behavior in order to propose you new product based on your behavior in those apps. For example, you're wearing your VR headset and like this furniture like doesn't really fit your home, and it could propose you a new one based on your recent searches, like, hey, let's try this one, maybe this will be better. And I see more and more examples like your online behavior could impact your offline experience in offline shops. For example, when you're entering offline shop, you could get a pop-up notification, hey, we have sales today, and it could show some of the products that you checked previously, something like that. One of the most important things that I'm telling in all of my videos is you should constantly learn about new practices, about new tips and tricks, about new trends, incorporate it into your marketing strategy, and your thought process should be hypothesis, test, and learn. This will help you to progress faster in your marketing career. If you like this video, you could hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and check the description below if you want to join my community of pragmatic traders and digital marketers. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.